Learned about 10 common signs and symptoms of heart disease. What are the warning signs of heart attack? The American Heart Association explains the most common symptoms of heart attack in men and women. Know your numbers. Heart disease is the leading cause of death for women in the U.S. as of 2013, according to the Centers for Disease and Control Prevention. One of the 5 major signs. The medical community has placed a great deal of emphasis on heart health, from preventive measures such as exercise and nutrition to recognizing a heart attack isn't always sharp pain. Sometimes it's a general slow breakdown with mild symptoms. Knowing the signs of heart attack can help. The American Heart Association explains how signs of heart attack in women may be different than heart attack signs. Heart attack symptoms in women. Recognize. Learn the 5 major signs and symptoms of heart attack and why it's important to call 911 for help immediately. A heart attack requires emergency care. Dr. Suzanne Steinbaum explains there are several hard-to-recognize heart attack symptoms that women should be aware of. How to recognize a heart attack. Recognizing the signs of heart attack and getting to the hospital immediately can mean that. Recognize a panic attack. See the warning signs of heart attack, angina, and stroke. Almost 15% of patients have no symptoms, so they never know if they are having a heart attack. Learn the early warning signs and symptoms of heart attack in men and women and save a life. Jaw pain may be one under-recognized symptom. Discover how to identify a WebMD talks to cardiologists about possible symptoms of heart attack in women. Chest pain is one we all know, but what about nausea or fatigue? As a follow-up to last week's blog, which focused on women and heart disease, the emphasis of today's blog is on the role of heart disease and its outward, common heart attack signs. And some people wait too long because they don't recognize the important signs. Mayo Clinic, mayoclinic.org. The signs and symptoms of heart attack can develop suddenly. However, they also can develop slowly, sometimes within hours. Heart attack. Know the symptoms. In the United States, the most common reason for death is heart attacks. Between anxiety at home and work, terrible nourishment, and an undeniably stationary heart attack symptoms can vary widely. For instance, you may have only minor chest discomfort while someone else has excruciating pain. One thing applies to everyone: being able to recognize the warning signs and act quickly, however, can save a life, either yours. Why it's important to know the symptoms of heart attack. Heart disease is the #1 killer of both men and women in America, with approximately 460,000 related deaths due to a sudden and unforeseen heart attack. About heart attack. A heart attack happens when the blood supply to the heart is cut off. Cells in the heart muscle that do not receive enough oxygen-carrying blood. Find out 3 common signs of heart attack in women and learn when they are cause for concern. Hint: chest pain often isn't your first clue. The most important step in surviving a heart attack is to recognize when you might be having one. Here is what to look for, and what to do about it. How would you react to a medical emergency? When it comes to life-threatening conditions like heart attack or stroke, every minute counts. Get to know the signs and how to identify female heart attack symptoms. Like men, women will usually feel a pressure or tightness in their chest when they are experiencing a heart attack, but most of us know the signs. Feeling off. One of the earliest signs of heart attack is a general PLS. Receive the David Avocado Wolf Best for. Knowing whether your chest pain is a heart attack could mean the difference between life and death. Do you know the signs? Signs of heart attack can be deceiving. You may feel as though you have indigestion or maybe even back pain. You may have one or more of the following warning signs. What are the warning signs of heart attack? Know your cancer options. Thousands of Canadians die each year without the aid of timely medical attention. Learn to recognize the signs of a heart attack so you can act quickly. Recognize these common heart attack signs and symptoms so you know what to expect before a heart attack strikes. Heart attacks are responsible for 25% of all deaths in America. This makes heart attacks the leading cause of death in the country, even outranking cancer. The major